So today we're going to work on subtracting double-digit numbers. And I know that sounds a little intimidating, but the promise there's an easy way. We're going to work through it, and we're going to find ways to solve through these problems. Okay, so our equation is going to be 27 minus 19 equals question mark. We're going to try and figure out what 27 minus 19 equals. And there's various ways we can do that. But first, as a class, I want to start out by coming up with our own word problem. So you personally can come up independently with your own word problem. And you're going to use this sign right here in the middle to determine what kind of words you would use. So for example, if I said 2 plus 2 equals blank, my sentence might be, I had 2 marbles, and then Kelsey gave me 2 more marbles. How many marbles do I have now? So I want you to come up with your own sentence based on 27 minus 19 equals. And you can use marbles, you can use donuts, you can use Skittles, whatever your personal preference is. But we're going to come up with a sentence. Okay, so this is the sentence I came up with for 27 minus 19. Kelsey had 27 donuts. She brought 19 to class to give to her friends. How many donuts does Kelsey have left? Wow, she had a lot of donuts, didn't she? Okay, so there's several ways we're going to work through to try and find our question mark. We're going to start using 10 frames. You may have seen these before, but we're going to work through. And I'm going to use marbles as my counters. So as a class, let's count together and place 27 marbles on in our frames. Let's see. So let's figure out how many squares are in one big frame. So let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we found out that there's 10 blocks in our frame right here, which is why it's called a 10 frame. Does that make sense? Okay, so how many 10 frames do we have on our page? Let's count them. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, and they each have 10 blocks. So how many blocks do we have on our page total? Yeah, we have 40, don't we? We have 40 total. Okay, so we're trying to find 27 minus 19. So let's start by placing 27 marbles into our little blocks. Let's count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What did you notice about that? We had 5 marbles take up one row. So that's half, right? Because half of 10 is 5. So we know that one row within a frame is 5 dots. And then both rows are 10 blocks. So let's finish. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we filled up a whole 10 frame. Think we're going to fill up another one for 27? Let's find out. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Oh, we filled up a whole another 10 frame. Do you think we're going to fill up another one for 27? No? Okay, let's figure out how much we do fill up. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27. So how many of this last 10 frame did we fill up? Well, we know if we fill up one whole row, it's 5. So 5, 6, 7. So we have 27 now. And we're going to subtract 19, because remember, Kelsey's giving away 19 donuts to her friends in class. So let's take away 19 marbles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Awesome. So we took away 19 donuts or marbles. So how many marbles do we have left? Or how many donuts does Kelsey have left? Let's count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So she has 8 donuts or marbles left. So we found out that 27 minus 19 equals 8. So let's find a different way of solving through this. What about a number line? Can we use a number line, you think? I think we can. So let's see how we can do this. So I have my number line. And what is our equation? 27 minus 19 equals. We're trying to figure out what it equals. So let's start with, what number are we going to start at? What number do you think we're going to start on our number line? Yeah, 27. So we're going to start right here. I'm going to make a dot right where y'all told me to start. Okay, and we're going to 19. We're trying to figure out how much 27 minus 19 equals. So we want to get from 27 all the way to 19. So I'm going to put a dot where our finish mark is. So we're going to pretend our pencil's are little frogs for a little bit. And our frog, our pencil, is going to take little leaps each time I hit a dash mark. And we're going to count how many leaps or dash marks it takes for me to get from 27 to 19. So let's count together. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it took me 8 leaps or 8 dashes to get from 27 to 19. So we found out this is another way to find out that 27 to 19 takes 8 leaps or jumps. Okay, and the last way we're going to try and figure out 27 minus 19 is through our base 10 blocks. So do y'all remember our categories for base 10 blocks? We have 3 categories that we're going to focus on right here. So what does it start with? Yeah, it starts with our ones. So I'm going to draw an O for our 1 spot. And what's the next one over? Ones, tens, good job. What's after tens? Hundreds, good job. Do we need to go higher than 100? No. Why do we not need to go higher than 100? Because we do not have 3-digit numbers. We're just dealing with 2-digit numbers. And 2-digit numbers only have a ones place and a tens place. So let's see how we would put 27 into our block 10 diagram. So how many ones do we have? Yeah, we have 7 ones. So we're going to draw 7 little cubes. Because remember, 1 cube equals 1 unit. We have 7 ones and 27. Okay, so what do I do after I finish my 7 ones? Yeah, I have to graph my tens, right? I have to put my tens in the diagram. So how many tens do we have? 2. How many of these units in the ones place does it take to come up with a long in the tens place? Yeah, 10 squares or 10 units come up with 1 long. So let's draw our 2 longs for 27. Sorry, I'm not the best artist. Okay, so now we're going to take 19 away. So how many ones do we have? We have 9, right? So can we take 9 ones away from our 7 that we have right here? Remember, we have 7 of these. Can we take 9 away from these? No. So what are we going to have to do? Yeah, we're going to have to take one of our 10s and break it down into 10 individual units. You think we can do that? Yeah, I think we can. So we're going to cross out one of these 10 units, and we're going to break it down into 10 little squares. So I'm going to draw. Help me draw. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, so now we have 1 10s left, and we have 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 ones. So can we take 9 away from 17? Can we take can we subtract our 19? Yeah, so we're going to take 9 of these squares away. So erase them with me. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We no longer have 17. So how many do we have in our ones place? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we're left with 8 in our ones place. Okay, now let's subtract our 1s from our 2s. Or our 1 from our 2 in the 10s place. So if we're going to subtract 1 from our 10s place, what are we going to have left? Yeah, we're not going to have anything left because we have to take this 10 away since we're subtracting in our 10s place. So we're not left with any 10s. And how many 1s are we left with? 8, right. So 27 minus 19 equals 8. So we saw using our base 10 blocks, so we had to regroup in our 10s place because we couldn't subtract 9 from 7 since 9 is bigger than 7. So we're going to solve this problem. 27 minus 19 equals. This is probably the way you're going to see it on a test or on a homework assignment. So I want to make sure we understand how we're borrowing and regrouping. Alright, so we already know we can't take 9 away from 7, right? We can't subtract 9. So what are we going to have to do? Yeah, we're going to have to regroup, aren't we? So we're going to take a 10s from this 2, which we saw in our base 10 blocks, and this has become a 1. So what do we do when we take a 10s and we have to regroup? Yeah, we're adding 10s to the 1s place. So this is going to become a 17. So can we take 9 away from 17? Yeah, we sure can, can't we? What does that give us? 8. Awesome. And then we're left with 1 minus 1, which equals 0. A lot of times, students want to start subtracting in the 10s place. But whenever that happens, we run into a problem. So we can do 2 minus 1, right? That's easy. That's 1. But when it comes to 9 minus 7, we get stumped. And we just think we can't do the problem. It's not possible. Right? So it's important for us to realize that in 27 minus 19, we're going to have to start subtracting in our 1 spot. Then if we start subtracting in our 1 spot, we're able to borrow or regroup and turn this into our problem.